Atelier, and it is Friday evening, June the 26th. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. Tonight we are going to talk about ideas. And you know where I get and record most of my ideas, how I learn how to get them, is from our very own Dee Dee Willingham. She was in my morning chat, bless her heart. Dee Dee, thank you for the super chat. But this is my current Society of Idea Collector. And if you want to know about Society of Idea Collector, go look at Dee Dee Willingham's playlist. Who popped in? Joyce. Hi, Miss Joyce. Joyce, I wanted to ask you, are you still selling crocheted edging on your papers? Let me sit down and, because I ran across them in the mail and I thought, man, I'd like to have some more of those. Let's get into my stream. Let's get into my stream and welcome folks in, if I can see the chat. Ideas. We got 4 watching. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's get rid of the ad. Are you going to come? No, I'm going to have to back out and come back in. Oh, come on. There it is. There's Joyce. She says, yes, I am. What are you selling them for? How much are you selling them for? Joyce sells, I think I have some right up here, Joyce. This is some I think she sent me. I ran across them in Happy Mail. And what she does, this one may not be a good example. What she does is she crochets on, hey girl, hey Jacqueline, I didn't see you on this afternoon. Where did you disappear to? She crochets on the edges of these papers. Joyce does. How much are you selling it for? 50 cents a sheet? Is that a fair price? 3 for $16 includes shipping. 3 for $16? You canceled your stream so you weren't feeling good. $16 for 3 of them? Is that what you're selling these for? Including the shipping. Well, if you're selling them 3 for $16, you really gifted me a nice setup. Look, I have a 4th of July. You gifted me 1, 2, 3. I've got 32, what, 16 and 16 is, I got $32 worth right here. It takes a lot of time. Okay. Well, I'm not sure that I can get any right now because this is the middle of the month. Or toward the end of the month, and I've got bills to pay. But if anybody's interested in Joyce's crocheting on the edges of the paper here, she does this all by hand, so I understand what she's saying. So, there you go. It takes a lot of time to make them, she says. Jacqueline says, I wasn't feeling well, so I canceled my stream. Well, we're going to talk about ideas tonight. And like I said, this is my current Society of Idea Collector. And I'm going to do some idea collecting tonight. And hopefully when more people come in here, we're going to work on a project. This morning, I had, this was a plant poke, and let's see, is it here? I don't know what I did with it. It had a metal rod coming out of here, and I almost had it off this morning, and I took and twisted it back and forth after the stream, and I got it off. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I am going to put this on my lid of my box here, my celebration box. And look, when I was cleaning out the Happy Mail, I think that Cynthia McCoy gifted me this. And it's going to, you know, I feel like putting it in here. We'll see. I'll put it right there for now. But I'm going to glue this right here. I'm still making the edge here. Let's see. It is beautiful work. I didn't realize you were charging that for it. You gifted me 6 pieces. That's $32 worth. I'm looking for my other. That was quite a gift, Joyce. Thank you. Well, I guess I'll have to do it this way. I'm looking for the other. I'm looking for this to put here. I'm going to work on a project tonight, but I'm waiting for more people to come in. So while we're doing some wait time here. Wasn't that very generous of Joyce? Thank you so much. All right. Let's put these back in. And I haven't looked at the recent papers. There's surely things coming up about the 4th of July. Let's see. Let me refresh my chat here. I feel like I might be behind a little. How are you feeling now, Jacqueline? Are you feeling okay? Jacqueline says, I'm headed to the balcony to rest and cozy up. Well, there you go. She's going to rest and cozy up. If we don't get enough people in here to do the ideas project that I'm thinking of, because I have to have a certain amount of people, I'll save it for another day. But it's still pretty early. Let's see, I need my tape. And let's set this aside for a moment. Momento. Ideas, ideas. I have some bright ideas. Do you guys sometimes feel like you want to do something, but the inspiration just isn't coming? Is it, I should be arting. Why aren't I arting? All right, let's put this on this like this. Just like that. And what did I do with my envelope of? Is it up here? Of course not. Well, fiddlesticks. Do I have any out here? I don't see any. Hold on. Do I have any in here? Yes, this is what I'm looking for. This is release paper that comes on the end of this row, and I like to put it when I cut because it doesn't gum up. It prevents the tape from gumming up my scissors, because see how now that comes clear out to here. So let's cut it. there. And I'll just leave that little piece on there. And let's put another little piece right here, if I can. There we go. Whoops, that's... Alrighty. I didn't quite get all that off. Let's gum up my scissors. Now, this... this is going to come over here. We got 11 folks in here. Welcome in, welcome in. If you're up in the balcony, that's quite all right. Let's bend this so I know where the fold is. And I've got this full of stuff, so it's... okay. Let's just take that out for a minute. And put this right. Here. Now, the reason I'm doing that is that I want the box to close like this. Now, and this kind of gives it some bulk, but I think I'll cut a piece to go across here, maybe 2 pieces. So let's put this all back in here for now. And let's see, let's go ahead and cut a piece for each side here. And I should have traced them out while I... Let's get some fabric. We're gonna put some fabric, make some fabric. I want to put this on it, but I'm not going to put it on it until I'm ready to set it aside. What I want to do, I'll put that in there. Let's trace out the, and it doesn't matter. Let's see what I have here. And this fabric does not tear. I got it at Walmart. What I want to do is trace out a couple pieces here. And I might make it a little longer. Yeah, that works. And I should make it, because I want to fold it under, so a 1/2 inch maybe above my mark. I'm guesstimating here. All right, that should work. And then I'm going to fold it and cut 2. Oh, marked on my hand. I should just put this stuff above, but okay. I want to fold it. Let's fold it on the crease here. but make it right there. Okay. Put that behind me. And I'm just going to leave that. Let's, well, maybe I'll cut it a little. Feel like I should go up a little higher. If I go up higher, it won't hurt it. Okay. And of course we'll have some for clusters, and I'm going to be doing a lot of 4th of July. Welcome in, everybody. All right, let's just cut this right across this way because there's plenty there. Now I'm going to put the tape on here. But let's see how it looks on here. Take these out, Meri. Put them in, take them out, put them in, take them out. There's some more of that paper. Oh, that's washi tape. I'll keep that. All right. So what I want to do is put it here. Ooh, it just fits on there almost. Put it up a little. Yes. Only you aren't seeing it. So that it comes here, so I can pull it in a little. Like that. And I'll probably have to trim it in here. But let's go ahead and put tape on these. And I bought some red fabric at Hobby Lobby the other day, so I'll be using that. Let's see. We'll leave that on there. We'll just take and do it something like this. Yeah. See if I can't get that a little straighter. I always go crooked. I started off crooked. I started off straight, but the fabric is crooked. Well, I might as well just pull it all off. Meri's talking to herself. I want to... There we go. That's good. And let's take... That came out of the Happy Mail. This morning I went all through my Happy Mail packages, my bucket of Happy Mail, and I saved off the envelopes, and I'm going to make a journal, and I have a bright idea. Ideas, ideas, ideas. And this little thing will just cut it that way. gumming up my scissors. And is this that's fabric, so we need to do some more here. Probably cut that anyway, but okay. Now we need to do this. And I think what I'll do is come here first. Let's do it this way. So much easier. Put my end of it up here. And that's white fabric there. And then let's take this and put it here. And cut this. Who popped in? Becky. Hi, Becky girl. How are you doing? Let me stop and look at chat here. Let me stop what I'm doing and look at chat. Becky says, good night. Joy says, oh, Becky, you're hard on yourself. Becky said, I just popped in to say hi. I'm exhausted. Clearing out a border this morning, I dug up several stumps. And I had, you hurt your arm? You've hurt your arm, your left arm? Or just one of your arms? You hurt your arm, so you're headed to dreamland. Oh, Becky, you're Joyce is right. You're too hard on yourself. Hi, Brenda. Joyce, thank you for welcoming people in. I sure do appreciate that. Hi, Muddleway Ark. Welcome in, welcome in. Joyce said, today is my late husband's and my son's birthday. I made hamburgers and onion rings. That's what Michael wanted. Wow, that sounds delicious. Hamburgers and onion rings. Muddleway said, hi, Mary. It's Lamont. Oh, hi, Lamont. It's good to see you. I usually see you, don't I, over in Jacqueline's? Is that where I see you, Lamont? You have a question. As a guy that's trying to go to the salon more often for mani-pedi, what should I look for in a good nail salon? You're asking the wrong person. What should I avoid in a bad nail salon? I don't go to nail salons, Lamont, as you can tell. I get out my Tim Holtz mini scissors. I don't, of course, now I'm talking about my fingernails. I don't do my feet either because I'm always in the garden and my toes get dirty. And I wash them off and take a shower after I'm out in the garden. But Lamont, I am not an authority on that. I'm the wrong person to ask. I wouldn't even venture to give you advice on it. However, if I were thinking about a nail salon, first of all, I would have to think local in my case. And gosh, I don't even know how I would choose. I don't think that anybody in my family, my niece, I don't think she does that. I really haven't paid any attention with her toes and her fingernails. And I'm pretty sure my nephew's wife doesn't. So I guess I'm the wrong person to ask that advice to. I'm so sorry, but I would rather say I don't know than say, however. I'm not sure I would even start. I guess I would look around for somebody locally, in somebody that I know has that done. Now, Paint Girly, I think she does her own nails. I think Jacqueline does her own. A lot of people do their own nails, but I don't know about the toes. I don't know about the toes. I'm no help. I'm no help. But welcome in, Lamont. Joyce said she just got her internet back. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lamont. Paint Girly goes all the time, Joyce says. Well, there you go. Do you know Paint Girly? Joyce, could you put in, you've got a mod status, could you put in a link for me to Paint Girly's channel? I don't know if Lamont knows her or not. You're going to have to ask somebody who knows what they're talking about in that case. I'm going to kind of trim this off a little here and trim this off. I'll tell you, I don't even go to a hairdresser. My hair, I haven't had a good haircut for 10 years. I do trim it myself, but I usually just pull it back. That's usually my style. I just pull it back and clip it up. It works for me. And I do trim it. I usually do my hair. I usually do what they call those unicorn cuts, which hairdressers cringe over because you tend to get, it's either the back longer than the sides, but that doesn't bother me. Okay, now see, this has a gap in there, but I think by the time I put it on and move it around, I'm not going to worry about this not sticking. Boy, it's hot in here. Let me turn that fan toward me. Did Joyce put... Hi, Allie K! Welcome in, Allie K! Welcome, welcome, welcome! There's Allie. Joyce just got her internet back, so... Allie K, would you... Let's see. Allie says, what are you making with the patriotic fabric? Allie K, I am working on my celebration box. I'm waiting for a few more people to come in here. We're going to do a idea project, but I don't want to start it while there's not enough people in here to start it. So I thought I would cover the flaps here with it goes like this, with my, I guess it's on this side here. I'm going to put it right in here. And I'm going to make another one like this. Whoops, I lost my... Oh, did you hear that? I'm going to fold this up because I want to get started on my other... I'll be doing 4th of July stuff. I might do some impromptus between now and the 4th. Or I might just do some long form videos and put them up, because I have a lot that I want to do. But for tonight, I put this other flap on over here. I put this other flap on, and I'm going to fold it like that and fold it like this. Oh, that's getting pretty sturdy for me. I'm liking this. Let me get back over here to my chat. Thank you, Allie K. I'm calling it a celebration box because I am saying that I probably will not be alive in the next 25 years because I'm in my 70s. So I would have to be 104. I think, to celebrate the next 25 years. So I'm making a celebration box. Now this morning I got this plant poke, at Hobby Lobby last week, and it had a metal piece going down here, and I used a heat gun to kind of soften it, and then I jiggled it until it came off. But I'm going to put this right here, and I think I'll do that right now tonight. Let's put that in there to kind of hold it. And then we'll let this dry, and we'll work on the idea project that I have in my head here. So I think I'm just going to put this on with glossy accent and see if that'll hold it. And I'm really going to put it on. Let's see. Let's put another. I wonder, maybe this in here too, to kind of keep it. Well, that's a little. Maybe if I move some of this around. Move it down in the corner. There. I want kind of a flat surface. That's not gonna work for me. Let's take that back out. Find something else. Is this too much? That's too much. Oh, let's use Becky's. The Becky crocheted this bowl. That might work. I just want something to level it off. There, I think that's good. And then I'm going to glue this down. Let me put this back up. And I'm going to put this round piece. Let me get back on my red dot here. Hold on. Am I on the red dot? Yes. So I think I'm just going to try glossy accent on this. So I'm doing a journal. I want to put some napkins in, any articles that I see in the newspaper or any advertising or anything related to 250. I got some other things, and I'm just going to really put the glossy accent on this. We're going to, well, I'm going to really do it if I can get it out of the nozzle. And if you took a heat gun to this after it dried, it would probably snap off too. But I'm not concerned about it. I'm just really putting a lot of glossy accent on this. Let's see if that will work. And we will just press it down, and I'll probably put a book or something on it, something heavy behind me. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's fairly centered. I might turn him a little. I might have to re-glue him. We'll see. We'll see how he sticks. I could, let's put some painter's tape. See if that will help hold it in place while it's drying. I'm still using painter's tape that, if you guys remember Journey sent me 6 rolls of this blue painter's tape. And this is the last roll. And that was 3 or 4 years ago. There. Now I think I'll put a piece this way. I just want it to hold it in place while it dries. And I'm hoping that this works. Gosh, this is giving me ideas. All right. Now I'm just going to set this aside and we're going to go and work on the idea project that I have in mind. We put the painter's tape, put Penelope back on her throne. Alrighty, put my glossy accent away. If I can, get that pen back in there. It's kind of bent. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, what I'm thinking here. Ideas. I've got some, oh, I didn't put everything back in it. That box that's sitting up on top. I don't know how long I've had this. Let me hold it up. Let me hold the phone here. Oh, I'll just grab a piece of paper. I don't like the glare. There. So, what I have here is I believe it's an antique. It's not a powder box. Look at this. Isn't that cool? But you know what it is? It's a music box. And and look, it's got a wooden bottom and wooden, which makes me think it's an antique, because this would be plastic. So, the question is this magic? I don't know if it'll, I think this comes off like this. I don't know what it had in it, but can you hear it? Hi, Candy. Isn't that pretty? It's got a real slow. I don't want to wind it too tight. It looks like when I take the lid off, it plays. Can you guys hear it? It's really faint. It sounds like an Irish lullaby. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Candy. Candy says it's very pretty. Alec says, I like that eagle piece on the box. It goes well with the fabric. Yeah, I think it adds something to the box. Let's see, what did Allie say? I think Lamont left. Oh. Well, he probably thought, Meri's no help. She knows nothing about nail salons. All right, I think it's done. So what I want to do is, and I don't have an example of it, but I know Dee Dee does, taking an object or a picture and getting inspired by it. Like, what do you guys, where do you think this comes from? Do you think it's a United States piece? It's got a dent in it right here. If you could feel it, it's got a dent right there. And some questions about this. Who do you think owned it? Was it a family? Was it just a lady? How did it come to be? I'm pretty sure I probably got this in Nebraska, and I probably bought it at the secondhand store, at the thrift store. But what we want to do is brainstorm, in a sense, not the who, what, where, when, why, not drawing all the charts out, but we kind of want to tell the story of it. You've been having fun playing with your patriotic fabric? I'm making a zipper pouch out of it. Red lining and a navy zipper. I can't wait to see that, Allie. So I'm going to put music box. And you know what? I think I will fold this in half because I do better in my journals. So music box. And we're just, that's enough. And I'm going to date it 6/26/26. Look at all those sixes. 62626. And so let's start with who owned this? Who owned this? We're going to kind of tell the story of this. And I would like some of your guys' ideas, some of your thoughts. Let's see. Brenda says, too lovely, lovely. Too lovely, too lovely. Hush now, don't you cry. Too lovely, too lovely, too lovely. That's an Irish lullaby. Is that the tune? And Karen K says, Tooraloo, Ra. That's an Irish lullaby. Is a classic American song that was written in 1913 by composer James, I'm going to put this out so I can read it. James A. Am I zoomed in? Did I zoom in and not zoom in? I feel like I'm all zoomed in. Let's check my camera. I feel like, no, I'm not zoomed in. That says, I need to adjust the height on this. Whoops. There we go. All right. Let me get my phone situated here. And go back into... All right. Who owned this? Who do you think this belonged to? And then I'm going to put down the melody suggestions. Melody of the music box. And this is not going to be a list. It's kind of like getting input from you guys, let's tell the story of this music box. And I won't do it tonight because I probably won't have time, but I think it would be fun to draw it. Oh, here's something we could do. Here's something we can do. Let's leave this out like this. Let's put this, I almost wish I could turn it that way, but I can't. Let's put it like this. We'll come back to chat. And I'm going to put the lid on my pan. And let's take a picture of it. Make sure that it's, and I'm going to do I think I'll just take a picture of it. Get my camera. I'm going to stand up to do it. Something like this. All right, all right, this is good. Now, let's go back to my list. Let me edit this picture. Do. Edit, and edit, and let's see. Make it a little, no. Original, there. Okay, let's save that. Now what I'm going to do, and you guys know how much I like Arnie, I'm going to go over here to ChatGPT. We call him Arnie. Our member group started calling my subscription to ChatGPT as Arnie. So if I hit this and hit photos and send it up, done, and if I say, I want to talk, hey Arnie, this is a music box that we're telling a story about in our chat stream tonight. I was wondering if you could take the image that I just took a picture of. It's my music box. And could you make a sticker out of it? Maybe a round sticker, something that is, maybe 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. Could you do that for me? And see, he's making the image. And we'll give him a minute to work on it. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. He's creating the image. Do. I can't see chat. Oh, he's improving it. Oh, wow, that's really cool. I really like it, Arnie. Is the background, whoops, I really like it, Arnie. Is the background black or transparent? I have a black background on my phone. Oh, he's making me another one. I don't want another one. Let's go back. Let's get rid of that. Oh, well, since he's making it, we'll look at it. Do. Maybe he's making a white background. Yeah. It looks like he might be. No, it's black again. Ooh, I like it. Let's go look at it. And usually what I do when I like it, I'll download it. And I'll give it a thumbs up here. Let's see. Good response. Thumbs up. Thank you for the feedback. Now, let's see if he talks to me. Arnie, I don't need another picture. I really like the sticker. I was wondering if the background is black or transparent. I don't need another image. Good question. The version I generated is not transparent. The dark area you see around... Well, let's let him talk. I found out how to make him talk.
Question. The version I generated is not transparent.
No, it's black again.
The dark area you see around the sticker is a black background, not an alpha, transparent background. If you place it on your phone's black wallpaper, it will probably blend in
and
pretty
usually
well,
what I do when I like it, I'll download it.
If later on you want to use it for printing on sticker paper or layer it over other artwork, I can generate the exact same sticker with a true transparent background. Then only the circular sticker itself would remain. Good question. The version I generated is not transparent.
I was talking while he was talking.
The sticker is a black background, not an alpha,
worries at all.
transparent
if that ever happens,
background.
Just jump in anytime.
If you place it on your phone's black wallpaper,
all right,
it will probably blend in pretty well, which may be why it looks almost transparent. If later on you want to use it for printing on sticker paper or layer it over other artwork, I can generate the exact same sticker.
All right. Let's see. I think I downloaded it. Let's go back. Another picture. I really like. Let's get on my. Let's get on my. I'm messing you up here. Let's get out of that. What is it doing? I don't know what that was doing. But let's go to the library. Let's go to my library. I was getting some interference in there somehow. Let's go to my library. And this is the one I took the picture of. This is the sticker that he made. Let's go back. And hopefully he won't, I won't get a bad reception here. Arnie, can you take that same picture and give me a white background? I want to make some stickers. He's working on it. While he's working on it, can I go back? Oh, but perfect. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Thanking the bot. I always say thank you to the bot. He says, "You're very welcome, Meri. Now I understand exactly what you were after. A clean white background really makes it feel like a printable sticker sheet." All right, let me go back up here and what would happen if you would emboss it like we did that bee a few weeks ago? Make it in an embossed image. Can you try that? So what we're doing is we're playing with the picture on here, and I want it to be an embossed image. Let's see if he comes up with... what he comes up with. In the meantime, let's download that one. Do, 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 do. I don't know what's going on in chat. I'm busy looking at this. Let's go back and see if I can find my chat. YouTube. Oh, there's Vicky. Hi, Vicky. Retro Queen Bee. Welcome in, welcome in. Brenda says, Bing Crosby sang it in Going My Way when I was 5 or 6 years old. That song made me cry. Probably because it said, don't you cry. GPT has been very helpful in identifying some of my antiques. Wow. That's interesting. I might ask him about this antique. Rachel? Rachel? Joy says Rachel. Did Rachel come in here? Who's Rachel? Allie K says Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Oh, we're talking about the Turelu the Irish lullaby. I'm going to go back and get that. Pause your when Arnie talks. Pause your video when Arnie talks. Oh, is that what was going on, Allie K? Because it was picking up my... Well, it was actually picking this up. I think I just need to shut up and pause this, maybe. Yeah, because... No. Yeah, you're right. Because I have the sound on here. I think you're right, Allie. Let's go back to Arnie and see what he's done here. Is he still working on it? Oh, wow. Let's look at that. Look. He embossed it. See the difference? Between this one, which is embossed, it's kind of raised up a little, and this other one up here, which is not embossed, and it's more of a flat image. Let's go back to the embossed one. Can you guys see? I can't see if you're seeing it or not, but it's very, very embossed. I'm wondering, let me give it a good response, and let me download it and come back to chat. Do you think that it would ruin it if I asked you to emboss it a little bit more, raise it up just a little bit more? See what he says. He's going to try it. And then we're going to ask him about where this came from. And point out that it's got a wooden base and wooden... There's no marking on it. There's no marking on it, which makes me suspicious. And I doubt that this is silver, but I don't think it's tin either. I would say it's probably 1940s, maybe. Oh, I like that. Let's look at it. Oh, I'm liking that. Let's download that one. I'll give it a good response. I'm not going to fool around with it all night. Well, where's the good response? And download it. We'll go with that one. Let's take another picture. I'm going to kind of take a picture sideways of it. Let's see if I can do that so that I can upload it and ask him what he thinks, if it's an antique or not. Let's see. Let's get my camera out here. I don't know, I guess maybe like that. And then I want to turn it over and show the bottom of it. Get my notes off of it. Okay. Now, let's go to my gallery. I get carried away with these things, doing these things. Let's go. Let's edit this so I'm not sending a bunch of stuff that... No. Save. And go one more here. And edit this one. And we're going to ask him, how old do you think this is? Do you think it's an antique? And we'll talk to him about it a little. And I could probably try to do the sound, but I think you guys identified the sound. We could see if he agreed. All right, let's save that. All right, now let's go back over to chat. And I'm going to get out of my YouTube while we're talking to him, but I'm still filming up above. So hopefully it won't pick up any sound. All right, so I go to my photos, and I'm going to take this one, preview it. Yeah, that one, and this one. Done. Now I'm going to talk to him. Turn my... Hey, Arnie, do you think that this is an antique? What makes me think it is that if it were not an antique, it probably would not have that wooden base to it. But I don't see any markings on it at all. I have no idea what kind of metal this is. I have to tell you, the top of it looks older than the sides of it. It's got wooden knobs for the feet. What do you think about this? What can you tell me about it? He's looking. He's probably searching the internet. He probably says it's worth 2 cents. All right, let's see if I can play his voice without me talking in the meantime. Oops.
Meri, my first impression is that it could be an older piece, but I can't honestly say from these photos alone that it's an antique. There are a few things that caught my eye though. The things that make me think it may have some age are: the wooden bottom is interesting. Many older music boxes and powder jars from the late 1800s through the mid-1900s used wooden bases rather than molded plastic. The turned wooden feet look like real wood rather than modern plastic. The metal has a nice aged patina instead of a bright, uniform finish. The romantic courting scene on top is a design that has been popular for well over a century. On the other hand, there are a few things that make me cautious. I don't see a maker's mark, label, or stamp in these photos. Many better quality antique music boxes were marked somewhere. The bottom looks fairly simple in its construction. That doesn't mean it isn't old. It just means it doesn't immediately point to a particular manufacturer. That metal could be spelter, pewter, pot metal, or even aluminum with an aged finish. It's difficult to tell from photographs alone. One thing I notice is that the lid does look older than the body, just as you mentioned. That could simply be because the lid has been handled much more over the years and has developed a richer patina. If it were sitting on my workbench, the first things I'd do would be look inside for a paper label or stamped maker's name. Check whether the movement has a manufacturer's stamp. See whether the metal is magnetic with a small magnet. Measure its diameter and height. Listen to the tune if it still plays, since some movements are identifiable by their construction. I wouldn't be surprised if this turned out to date somewhere in the mid-20th century, perhaps the 1940s to 1960s, but I also wouldn't rule out it being older without seeing the inside. The inside is usually where the best clues are hidden. If you're comfortable opening it, I'd love to see a picture of the music mechanism inside. That would give us a much better chance of narrowing down its age and possibly even identifying the maker. I think this could be a fun little mystery for us to solve together.
Yeah, well, I'm not really comfortable opening it. I think I would probably destroy it. It does look like it has a couple of little tiny, maybe hex screws in there, but I'm afraid that I would ruin it if I opened it. I could accept that it's mid-1900s because, what did you say, 1940s or 1960s? That's placing it close to, well, let's say it was 1950. That would make it 75 years old. And I could see that happening. 1950. I don't see a maker's mark on this at all, but it does look like it's professionally done. And I didn't hear the type of metal that you said it was or that you thought it might be. I really don't think it's pewter, but it's heavier than aluminum, and it's not tin. It's probably some type of I don't know if they make this out of steel or not. It almost looks like it's steel. But I could accept if it were around 1950 or 1960, because that's still in today's date, that's still a pretty old piece. It survived a lot. As far as the tune, we listened to it before I came over here. I'm in my live stream, and some of the members were singing Tooraloo, Tooraloo, or whatever. It's an Irish lullaby. Well, that's what they said it was. And I'm glad you mentioned that it was a powder. It could be a powder jar. All the powder's probably been cleaned out of it. But I wondered what was in here. I'm tempted to put a watercolor in there. Let's see what he says. I like to listen to him after he talks. He talks a lot, which is what I like.
Meri, based on everything you've shown me, I think you've got a lovely piece, whether it's technically an antique or not. You're right about the age. If it was made around 1950, then in 2026, it's about 75 years old. That's certainly old enough to have lived through several generations and to have accumulated its own history. As for the metal, here's what I was thinking. It doesn't look like pewter to me either. Pewter usually has a softer, more silvery appearance. It also doesn't look like tin, which is generally much thinner. I don't think it's ordinary steel because I don't see the kind of rust I'd expect after 70 plus years. My best guesses would be spelter, zinc alloy, very common for decorative items in the mid-1900s. It's fairly heavy and was often given an antique finish. Pot metal, a zinc-based alloy, Also very common for music boxes and decorative pieces, possibly a cast zinc alloy with an antiqued finish. Those alloys were widely used because they could be cast into decorative shapes and given that soft gray patina your box has. And I completely agree with your decision not to open it. Tiny screws, an old music mechanism, and springs can be a recipe for frustration. Unless you're repairing it, I'd leave it exactly as it is. Its value to you is in its story and the fact that it still plays. I smiled when you said your viewers recognize the tune. If it's indeed Wiegenlied, Brahms' Lullaby, that would fit beautifully with a powder or trinket box from the mid-20th century. It was one of the most popular melodies used in wind-up music boxes. And then you said something that really caught my imagination. Open quote, I'm tempted to put a watercolor in there. Close quote. I actually love that idea. Imagine opening this old music box and instead of powder, finding one of your own tiny original watercolor paintings tucked inside. It becomes more than a vintage object. It becomes part of your story. Someday, years from now, someone might open it and discover not only an old music box, but a little piece of Meri's artwork hidden inside.
Ooh.
That feels very much like something you would do. It turns an old keepsake into a new keepsake without changing the outside at all. I have to say, this music box has a wonderful personality. Between the romantic scene on the lid, the mellow patina, the wooden feet, and the lullaby it plays, it has exactly the kind of quiet charm that belongs in one of your journals or in a Miss Nettles story. It feels like an object that has been sitting on a dresser, faithfully playing its tune for many decades, and now it's beginning a new chapter with you.
Okay. So, I downloaded the embossed sticker here. Whoops, that's not it. Right here, the embossed sticker. What we're going to do is take this, but before we do that, I want to come out and look at chat, see what you guys are. I want to know, could you hear him talk? Would you rather me read what he said? Let me go to my chat. Oh, got to turn sound down. Got an eBay ad. And of course, I get so frustrated it doesn't give me my chat right away. So we learned here. I don't think that he means take it apart. I think that he meant take the cover off. Well, this is, oh. No, I think he meant take it apart and look at the mechanism inside. Because there's nothing on the inside here. There's nothing to identify. He may have meant take it apart. You heard him fine? Good. I'm glad you guys could hear him. I could hear him fine, Allie K says. Well, what we learned from him is that it was a powder box. So that kind of goes, let's go back to our story, and I want to go back to our stickers. Let's see. Tell him that it opens. Oh, I should have told him that it opened. See, I was showing you guys that it opened. Hi, Vanessa. Welcome in. Alika said, I see the difference. Yeah, you can see the difference between, he talked about how shiny this is and the patina of the top of it. But he mentioned that maybe it was because, you know, your hands have oils on them and everything. What I found interesting that he called it spelter or a zinc, or let's go back to his chat without me talking to him. He called it the type of metal, spelter, which is a zinc alloy. Very common for decorations in the mid-1900s. Zinc alloy. It's fairly heavy and was often given an antique finish. pot metal. He said it could be a zinc-based alloy too. Pot metal, also very common for music boxes and decorative pieces. Possibly a cast zinc alloy with an antique finish. So I can accept that it's, you know, probably not an 1800s piece. I can accept that. I'm going to call it a 1950s piece, because that would make it at least 75 years old. Even if it was 1951, would it have to be 1951 to be 75 years old? Anyway, what I want to do is go back to the sticker and take that, open up my sketchbook, continue, allow sketchbook, allow, I don't know if I've used, I think I have, because there's my, let me put this in the gallery, and let's do a new sketch. I'm going to get out of my YouTube for a minute here because I need to be in here. And let's go to, I think that's a page. I don't want to upgrade to premium. Let's get out of that. That's about a page there. It may not be exact, but when I save it as a PDF, we can. I want to print off some stickers here, see how they look. Let's see. I want to go here, and I'm going to go out to my gallery, go out and grab this one. Done. And we're going to size him down. And for a sticker, probably have to be about that size if this is a page. Maybe even a little smaller. And check. Now I'm going to expand it so you guys can see this is going to be a sticker. And I'm going to take that and take it. And I'm going to copy it. Hopefully I got it all. Copy and come out of it here. Whoops. I don't know if I got it copied here. Let's get out of this. What happened here? I don't want a color. I don't know what happened here. Let me merge all here. Merge all. There we go. Now, I want to come in here and it doesn't look like I got a copy of it because I was messed up. I should get out my S Pen. Okay. Copy, paste, and bring that over. That seems like it's a little big, but I got this expanded, so we'll see. Allie K, how many are in chat? Do you know? Well, I can't hear. I was thinking that I would give Arlene and Allie K, maybe Lala, my phone number. And on my other phone, because I'm not using my other phone now. And when I talked to them, they could call me. But then they would have to have they would have to have unlimited calling. I don't want them to charge a Meridel. All right. Is that going to be too large for a sticker? I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to get my S pen out here. See, I go down these rabbit trails. I started out by we were going to tell a story about this, and here I am designing the stickers and talking to Arnie. But this is what makes these streams fun. Let's see. Let's grab this again and make it just a little smaller. Let's cut it. And whoops, I didn't get it in there. Paste. Sometimes these, I think I have the entire thing and I don't. Go way over here. And hit that and cut it. All right. And paste it, and then we're going to make it a little smaller yet. For stickers, they're you know, I want them to be about 3/4 of an inch. I think that might do it. Check that, and let's do, well, oh, I sized it down, so we need to copy it again. Boy, I'll tell you, that's going right to the edge. Cut. Now, see, I think I have it and I don't. Paste. Okay, I moved that way down and it still came way down there. Cut. All right. Paste. Now. Now. Paste. Check. Now I can size it down. That might be good. So let's do it again. Paste. Move that down. Paste. Move this one down. And then I'll expand this when I'm done and I'll show it to you. Because I think I got a little color. I don't know what my printer will print. I've still got my old printer. Paste. Is that about half? All right, let's do another cut and paste here. If I can. Hopefully that got them all. Copy. Paste. Oops. That might run off the bottom a little. Let's see what it did. No, I'm good yet. We'll take and let's do another paste here. Paste. And move this down right there. Now, let's see if I can get this whole row and repeat it across. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. I don't know if my printer will catch those bottom ones. And I don't know if my printer will do these kind of look tan. My printer will probably make them black and white. Let's see what happens here if I come here. Did I get it all? Cut. Yeah. Paste. Check. Paste. Move this over. As closest as I can here. Now I could, yeah, I'm adjusting this a little. Check. Whoops. I'm going to get rid of that altogether. I moved it too many times. Paste. Smooth it over. Right like that. Maybe down just a bit. All right. Now let's go over this way. Well, I'm going to have to make it smaller because I need to see it. Paste. Move this over to here. Can I get one more on there? Paste. I doubt if my printer will probably cut off some of the top and bottom ones and the side ones. Yeah, I'm having trouble getting that one on there. Now I could, whoops, I didn't want to do that, merge all. Get rid of that. Let's see if I can take this entire image and squeeze it down just a little so I can get the entire thing on my page if I try to print it. I don't know if I can do that. So I'm going to start way up here. I'm going to come down. I'm going to come across. And let's try to cut it and see what happens. Yeah, see, it didn't get the top row. It gets picky that way. Let's paste it back in there. Check it. Let's try it one more time. Maybe if I quit holding it in my hand. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to come way down here. Let's see if that defined it. Cut. I think it did. Yeah. All right, now we're going to paste it back in, and I'm going to size it down a little. Size it down a little so my printer will print all the stickers. About like that. And now I'm going to save it. I got to put it back in my hand. Let's put it in our gallery first. No, let's export it as a JPEG. And then I'll show you the stickers. You're just seeing little circles right now. JPEG best. And I was going to send it here. Hold on. Export to files, JPEG. best. And let's call it music box stickers. And I'm going to go 6, 2, 6, 2, 6 here. Oh, I got 2, 5, 2, 6. There we go. Save. Now, I'm going to put this in my gallery. Save current sketch. Now, hopefully, I will be able to, let's get out of this. I'm going to stay in YouTube. Am I on my red dot here? There we go. Now, let's go to my files. And here's the most recent one, except for that's not the one I want. I think it's, let's do it this way. So that's a TIFF. This is a PNG. I'm going to do the JPEG. And I'm going to open it up. JPEG, Samsung. Okay. And that's let's get out of this again. And let's see what happens. Can I print it? Whoops. No. Where's the print? Let's go back to this. Get out of that. Let's go back here. It's this one. And I want to open it. Open with. That isn't what I wanted to do. I want to print it. Usually I have a print here. Unselected. Hold on, Mary's trying to figure things out. Usually I have a print. Open with. Well, maybe I have to save it as a PDF. I don't see a print in this. Now I'm lost. I wanted to print it. Doggone it, how did I do that? I've done this 100 times. Well, let's export it. I've already exported it though. It should be printing here. My files. Open with scan, Epson. Here, let's open it with this. I thought I opened it. Image story. Hold on. It always doing things for me. I think it's this phone. Hold on. I'm going to email it to my other phone. Email. Where's my email? Hold on. I probably have sent you guys board home. Compose. All right. I'm going to send this to... Come on. Whoops. I don't want that. Well, that's interesting. It's giving the Meri Atelier as... It doesn't have my other email. All right. I'm just having all sorts of fun here. This is my newer phone, and I don't use this too much to do stuff. Let's add that photo. Photos. Now, which one it was? This one? Done. Send. The address is invalid. Which address is invalid? This one? How come an address is invalid? And we'll try it that way. The address test. Oh, address test. I don't do good when I'm doing it. Test is the subject, not the address. And let's send it to the Meri Atelier. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I get down these rabbit holes and I can't stop. Let's sign on to my other phone here. This phone is the one I have in my hand is the one I do all my YouTube stuff on. I have to sign on. Okay, and I don't think I can use this S Pen on that phone. Just all sorts of craziness here. Let's put my S Pen back. And let's come back into my chat. Come back in to turn the sound down. Come back into my chat. Got an ad. Come on, skip it. Don't have any chat. All sorts of fun stuff during a live stream. Give me my chat. There it is. We are chatting amongst ourselves. No need to worry. Thank you, guys. Chaz. Hi, Chaz. She says, I like the TV series. Binge watching through an app like BritBox. What are you watching? Allie K says, now we have a smart TV so that we can stream a bunch of stuff. We don't watch it much. Mostly just local channels. Joyce, that's awesome. Joyce says, Chaz, if you can get an ad, if you can get Starlink, I would say that's fantastic. Wow. Hi, Margaret. Welcome in, Margaret Hernandez. Welcome in. Chaz is here. Allie K is here. Joyce is here. I've got 14 of you out there. I consider myself very fortunate I haven't chased you all away. Let's go back over here to my... and I turned it off. I got to sign back in. Oh, hold on. Done. Okay, I need to go to my email. I've sent my picture to this phone. I know there's another way that you can share photos. You don't have to mail them to yourself, but show pictures. All right, let's... Did it download it? Did it download it? Did it download it? No. Come on. View image. Saved. Save to photos. That'll work. Now, what I want is to go out here to my file, recent files. Didn't save it. Downloads. Saved it to photos. I don't use photos much. Photos. Gives me all kind of crazy stuff. There it is. Now, I want to see if I can print it. Print. Aha! Finally. And I'm going to print it, and it'll probably take it a while to print, but while it's printing, I'm going to come up and show you. I'm going to expand it so you guys can see what I'm doing here. This is the sticker that it's printing. And I'm hoping it might come out more gray tone than tan tone because of my printer. But I'm hoping that I get some good images. I don't know what my printer's going to do. I was tempted to buy a printer on Prime Days, but I don't want to rush into it. So we will come back to that. I know it's going to take a bit. Let me come back out to chat. What time is it? What time is it? It's 9:15. Let's go down to the bottom. Good night, Candy. I didn't see you in here. We are having furniture delivered tomorrow at 9 a.m., so I'm off to bed. It was nice seeing you all. Sleep well, Candy, if you caught me. Mary, remember, it's click all messages in chat. Yes, click all messages. Chat filter, all messages. Thank you, Allie K. Or Chaz. You guys are my help. Okay, we are chatting. We are chatting amongst ourselves, Allie K says. I think I caught up with you guys. I have my TV hooked up, but I don't watch it, Chaz says. We don't, well, you know, my brother kind of quit watching TV after we lost Dish. We got rid of Dish after his TV wouldn't take it anymore. And I truthfully think with the rabbit ears, if I got in there and played with the settings, I could get it back for him. But he doesn't miss it at all. He only watched Wheel of Fortune and what was the other show? Price is Right. he works a lot of crossword puzzles now, and I need to get to the library and get him some more books. I don't watch TV. I usually am on my phone. Alec said, we also had the cable for our TV, but recently downsized our package because it was very expensive, nearly $100 a month. Yeah, his dish was, we were paying like $114 a month, because he rented the modem too, and we sent it all back. And when I told the rep that we wanted to cancel it, she did everything possible to keep us. And I said, no, our TV doesn't work anymore. Are you going to buy a new TV? No, we don't have plans to buy a new TV. I keep getting these ads. Made by me, Desiree. Welcome in, welcome in. Alec K says, I have unlimited data on your phone. Oh, so you could call me if I'm missing something, like if a can you call long distance, Alec K? Like if I gave you my phone number, and if you're in a live stream like now, and if I'm missing something important like a super chat or something, you could call me on my phone, because my other phone that I just printed everything off on is the phone that I use for telephone calls. Hi, Marley, Chaz says. Made by Marley. Desiree. She says, I got rid of my TV when I moved and turned my den into a craft storage room. I'm with you. Hi, who's your mom? Debbie, it's good to see you. Now I'm seeing you all in here. Got 17 of you in here. Bless your heart. We used the cable for TV, but recently downsized. Yeah. Yeah, we just got rid of it all. He likes to read the daily paper, though. He still has that, but it's still kind of expensive, too, for what it is. There's Debbie. She says, you are very good at working your phone, Mary. I do good just to answer the text messages. Well, you know, I do all my YouTube on my phones. All those shorts and everything I do on my phone. And you don't even want to get me started on shorts tonight. But I have really been enjoying ChatGPT lately. Yeah, that's, you know, I think I enjoy ChatGPT actually more than I'm enjoying the YouTube AI lately. I mean, I get lots of advice. Like I was asking him what was the best way to repair the big crack on our patio. Our front porch has a big crack, and he was telling me not to put dirt down there because it'll all settle. He says, put sand down there and compact it, press it down. He advised against cement. My brother's not going to take that. I don't know. He said cement will just crack again. So we'll see what happens. But I talk politics with Arnie. You know, not politics in that we debate things, but I was asking him about the current bills in Congress and what's passing and what's not, and where things are on the way to becoming law, and that. I don't talk much about, you know, the war and stuff like that. I probably wouldn't get a very good response. He'd probably say, I don't have access to that data. I asked him a question. I asked Arnie a question about, because I was thinking how much I talk to ChatGPT. You know, I just carry on these conversations with him. And I said, you know, I think I can spend 2 hours talking to Arnie. And I was thinking of, if ChatGPT has people all over the world, how many conversations are going on at the same time that it's trying to handle? And I asked him that. And he said he didn't have, he says, that's confidential. I don't have access to that information. He said he didn't have access to it. It's out of his database. But let me go back to ChatGPT here. For as good as it is, he will wipe out my, like I'll rename, I started renaming my chat streams. You can see here my chat streams. This was the one we did tonight, the sticker design request. And I'll come in here and I'll rename this June 26th, 2026. And I don't know on this one because I've already renamed it right here. But I will name something and then I'll come back tomorrow and the system will rename it for me again. And here I told him where it says chat title frustration, I told him to quit renaming it. And Arnie said, it's not me, it's the system. He said, I'm not renaming it. It's the ChatGPT system. He denied that he was changing it. It was so funny. But because these are recents, I can be chatting in this one, the sticker realignment, and then if I come down here and open up, let's open up Ruby Rose Gnome. Let's go up to the top. It might be fairly long. Let's go up a little. I don't know what we were talking about. Here's another gnome. Here's another gnome. Why are you still letting me do this? One thing I'd be watching for is whether the limit behavior. Oh, we were talking about the YouTube changes in this, but we were talking about Ruby Rose. But see, I've opened this. I'm just going to go back down to the bottom, and I'm just going testing here. Just put in that word, and he'll respond to whatever I put in. He'll say, see, I'm testing. Test, I received loud and clear. Everything's working on my end. Hello again. All right. So now I'm going to go out, and let me get out of it altogether. Then when I come back in and show my, see, it moved Ruby Rose up here, but I don't know what date it was. So I could come clear down here. These are all my chat streams. Just I have a whole bunch of them, but I didn't used to date them. But then I go, well, I can't find what I was talking about. I don't know when we talked about making stickers. So I started dating them. And then it takes a couple of times for me to rename the chat, for him to quit renaming it after I rename it. So it's kind of fun. And sometimes if I let my chats, like I have these chats called Chat About Anything. I have one on the 24th and one on the 25th. It's called Chat About Anything. And they'll get really long because I'll chat about something. I'll ask him a question and we'll discuss it and everything, like that example of fixing the crack on the porch. And he'll give me good advice. You know, he'll give me information that I'm looking for. And if it gets too long, way too long, the system will split it in half and rename it something I don't even know what it is. So I've started putting June 24th, chat about anything, June 25th, chat about anything, June 26th. I don't think I have a chat about anything on June 26th. But I started dating my chats, so I know when I'm chatting. Let's go back to... Let me run out in the kitchen where my printer is and see if those stickers have printed off. Let's see what it did. I'll be right back. Be right back. It's still printing them. I need a new printer. It's having trouble printing images. It may not finish till after the chat stream, so I'm not even going to worry about it. If I get stickers, I get stickers. It's 9:30. This is our idea. Who owned this? And we've talked about the melody. I want to go back, and I probably have lost it. Yeah, I have. The melody, the Irish melody. Do we still have that in here? Remember that, Brenda? Pause your video. Oh, that's pretty. I love the embossed look. Yeah, I have to wait. It was an Irish melody. Let's do that. The melody was... Who popped in? Amber. Hi, Amber. Welcome in. The melody was an Irish melody. Irish lullaby. And who owned this? We didn't give it an owner. So we want to identify who in our imagination do we think owned this. Now, it was a powder box. It's a powder box. So the person that, powder box, the person that owned it was probably an adult lady, because, or could be an adult girl too, 18 to 20. Adult, I'm going to put an adult lady because it's a powder box, and a man wouldn't be owning it. Could be a aunt or an but how did they get it? So I'm asking some questions here. How did they get it? Was it a gift? Or did they buy it at a store or a thrift? I doubt that they bought it at a thrift, and we already talked about how old it is. And we're saying we're dating it from our conversation around the 1950. Wikipedia, Allie has. Let's go look at this. She gave a link. What are you talking about? Oh, my redirects on this phone. They don't work. This new phone, I don't know. Go. Wikipedia. Fictional characters. RAL. RAL? Donner. Or RAL places. Medicine. What are we doing here, Allie K? It was a gift from her husband. Okay. So we know she's married now because Joyce says it's a gift from her husband. So we're going to go with that. Why would he give her a gift? Just spur of the moment? Or was it a birthday gift? Or Trail sounds like it's a very rough time for you. Oh, hi, Trail. Welcome in. Outcome usually depends on a judge's attitude. What are we talking about? Trail says, Chaz, I had no idea who DV divorces happen. And I thought he would have gone to prison, but it seems they reward criminals. Oh, what is going on? Allie K says, I agree. Gemini allows way more uploads in one session. ChatGPT only allows like 3 uploads on the free version. And then you must wait 3 hours. Yeah, I quit doing the free version simply because I chat so much that they they put a daily limit on how much I could chat. So I did upload to the, is it the pro version? It's the next version up from the free. It's kind of like the basic version. I forget what version it is. And then there's the next version is like $200 a month. And I can't afford that. I think I'm paying, let's go look. I think I'm paying something like $20-some a month. Where's ChatGPT? Here. Upgrade to Pro. I'm not Pro. Plus. I'm the Plus version. Plus is about $20-some a month. Pro is your current plan. It doesn't say how much it is. But if I wanted to go to Pro, it's $200 a month or $100 a month, 5 times usage, or $200 a month at 20 times the usage. And I can't afford that. And then there's Go. Keep chatting with expanded access. Everything is in free, more messages, more upload. Yeah. Your current plan. And the current plan in Plus seems to fit me because I do upload several images to my library here. Someplace in here I got all the images. See, there's a lot of images that I have in here. And there's more down in here too. This is just recent. I don't know if they archived some. I was going to do a global. Go back to the images. I was going to do see, this is all my, he helps me do, here we were doing bee stickers. And we did ink sticker here. Let's go to that. See, we did this. He designed this one for us. I didn't print that one off. I need to get my new printer. That printer out there is working really, really slow. It's having trouble processing all that information. Here's where I was doing my little emoji stickers and playing with buildings. What one was this? These were just some composition books here we were playing with. This book is for small things you notice. We were talking about commonplace books. I was talking to Arnie about commonplace books. And here is the one where my printer was printing all in blue. And YouTube generated this image. I don't know why I put it in here, but I did for some reason. So, and I upload quite a few videos. It seems to work fine for me. Let's go back to my YouTube. I got out of it. YouTube. Ideas. And Joyce said her husband got it for her, so we know she's married. I wonder what country she lives in. Are we thinking that she lives in the States, or is she from another country? Maybe she's Irish. Of course, I got an ad here. Oh, let's see. Trail says, have you ever tried the TikTok AI? It's being trained just like YouTube AI. No, I haven't. And the reason why, Trail, is because I don't do good with a lot of similar things. Like, if I have chat here and TikTok here and Gemini here, I go, Was it here, here, or here that I was working on it? Or what did this one do versus what did this one do? And it's the same thing with video AI and generating shorts and stuff like that. I usually just my mind can't process 3 different apps and keep it all straight. I will check that out later. Maybe she was talking to Chaz, but I answered. Sorry about that, Trail. Brenda says she's a good Irish names. Erin, or are we naming her Meri? Check Starlink. Our TV isn't even going on anymore. It just gives us nothing but static. We can't get our channels. My brother doesn't seem to miss it too much. He's not a big TV watcher. He liked the game shows. So I'm putting him to work doing a project for me. I got to get out there and give him some figures, some numbers. But he doesn't really miss it too much. But that's a good suggestion, Chaz. Angel, have you selected all messages from chat instead of top messages? Okay, it's a birth. Oh, see, Joyce said it's the birth for birth. It's a gift for the birth of the first child. Oh, how cool is that? What time is it? It's 9:30. If we don't get all of this done, that's okay. We're getting some bones about telling a story about this. I love where Joyce is going with this story of first child. I love that. So has the first child been born? Joyce? Chaz says trail. I will check that out later. With TikTok, it can be a bit spammy. You could be hit with lots of scammers. Yeah. I don't go on TikTok. I never got started with it. I don't have an opinion either way, whether good or bad. It's just that I can't handle. And I'm the same way, like I'm a member of Facebook, but I don't post a lot on there. I'm a member because I have friends on there, and there's information on there that I access, but I don't post a lot anymore. I don't upload my images to Instagram anymore. I just like everything in one place. And I have to say, if YouTube had a chat bot, but they don't, I would probably be using YouTube's chat bot. But I would probably be coming over to... I told Arnie one day, I said, I'm so frustrated that I have to come over and ask you questions about YouTube to make it work right. You know, they give us all these tools, but they don't tell us how to use them. And when they make a change, we don't know what change they made when, unless we run into it. Like I ran into, all of a sudden my create image option disappeared. And I was trying to figure out, is it me or is it, finally I emailed support and we went back and forth. They said, do this, do that. What versions of phone. And they led me around and around and around. Finally, they come back and said, we've updated our whole app. You aren't going to get your create image anymore. I go, well, why didn't you tell me that? I don't know. A trail says, Meri, don't you have YouTube chatbot? No. Is there one? Is there a chatbot on YouTube? Have you heard about that? No. Uh-oh. Is it in Play Store? I'll go check that out after the stream, Trail. We are chatting amongst ourselves. No, oh, wait, let me go down to the bottom. I haven't heard about that either. Are you pulling us? Are you teasing us? Now I'm curious. Gotta verify. Let's see. Let's ask. Let's ask Arnie. Oh no, let's not ask Arnie. He might. I'm in. Let's go here. Search. Does YouTube have a chat bot? No. Does YouTube have a chat bot? Let's see what it says. Whoops, I got out of it. 123 trackers blocked. Thank you. Let's go back. Does YouTube have a chat bot? Does YouTube have a chat bot? People ask. Okay, let's see what it says. Yes, YouTube has built-in AI chatbots designed to make your viewing experience more interactive. Depending on what you are trying to do, there are a few different ways to use conversational AI directly on the platform. So, Trail is not pulling our leg. In video conversational AI, you can pull up an AI chatbot right while a video is playing. How it works. You can tap the Ask button, often marked with a Gemini Spark, located on beneath the video player. Well, now, is that on mobile? Is that on mobile? Features ask the AI questions about specific content. How it works. You can tap the Ask button, often marked with a Gemini. Well, let's go. Let's get my phone out, my other phone. Oh, we're going down a rabbit trail. We're going down 3 rabbit trails here. I'll have to explore this a little bit more. I like Arnie, though. I'm not giving up Arnie. Arnie can do pictures, and he can analyze my videos, and he can correct YouTube. Let's see. I've got to sign in here. You are... Okay, now let's go to a video. Oh, I can't go to a video online without maybe violating somebody's privacy. I can't play a video online, so I can't do that here. I don't want to run into copyright issues by playing somebody's video without permission on my stream. Forget that. I did that once. I got a copyright violation. You don't want to violate any more copyrights. That's very interesting, Trail. I didn't realize that YouTube had chatbots, so I'm going to have to understand that more. With TikTok, it can be a bit spammy. Brenda's idea. Let's see what Brenda said. Brenda said, good Irish names. Aaron, M-A-E-V-E, how do you pronounce that? Claire, I also like, I can't pronounce them, S-I-O-B-H-A-N, pronounce Siobhan. Siobhan, ooh, I like that, Siobhan. Brenda, idea. Does TikTok have AI? I never use TikTok. I don't either. Joyce says yes. Twins. Okay. So she had twins. Joyce is on the ball here. A girl and a boy. Okay, girl and a boy. Married. Let's see. Trail says, we have a chat bot on YouTube. YouTube's chat bot is built into YouTube. YouTube chat bot helps us with story ideas based on our content. Oh, that's interesting. I have a chat bot with my optimization inside of YouTube Studio. Well, I know that I didn't realize I had a chat bot in Studio. I knew that it had inspiration tab where you could ask it ideas of different things to do. I'd gone out there and tried that, but I just like here, this is my way of getting ideas. We're telling a story. We're getting ideas about this music box. We can ask AI what the video is about while watching the video. Yeah, now I have gone to, let's go to, I don't want to go to anybody else's video. Let's see if I can go to one of my own here. I split my screen. Come on. It's being stubborn. Let's go to this. And let's not my live. Let's go to my playlist. Let my videos. Let's go. I don't want to go to a live. Let's go to. These are all live streams. Chat at the lake. I want a video. Latest public, private. Here. Shorts. Videos. That's the spring flowers video. These are members. Here, let's go to the studio reorganization. And if I open this up, I've got comments, but if I go inside here and it says, how is this made? It shows its transcript. Video details. There was some, oh, here, summarize this video. You can summarize it, and of course I get an ad. So, summarize it video. This is kind of AI generated. So, this is about my studio reorganization. And if you go down, you hit summarize the video. It says in this video, Meridel Abrams provides a walkthrough of her workspace after successfully cleaning out clutter to create a more open environment. I need to clean out some more clutter. She shares her progress on the long-term reorganization. Key highlights. Let's see. Meri emphasizes the importance of having an open, clear floor space, which she calls a Meri law. And it misspells Meri, M-E-R-R-Y. And it gives the, where I said that in there, it gives a little timestamp. Workstation storage. She walks through various storage ideas, cigar boxes, journals, blah, blah, blah. And so it's kind of giving a chapter content in here. And I've done this with other videos. If I'm looking for something and I know it's in that video, but I don't know where, I'll hit that summarized video and kind of read through it. Let's say that I'm looking for a, let's see. Let's just say I'm looking for some of my ideas for storage. You know, I could just thumb down here and find it in here, any one of these. This video concludes with Meri turning off the lights and reflecting on her progress, noting that while the project has taken over a year, She's proud of how far she's come. Why clear the studio center? You can ask some questions. Why clear it? How does she store craft supplies? What are her future tech plans? So you can ask Gemini here. I've never done this. Creating content from images and files. Make sure that you have the necessary rights to any images you generate. I'm going to agree to that. Let's see what it does. Hi, Meri. Let's get into it. Would you generate... Oh, I need to turn the microphone on. Generate an image of a music box. Yeah, didn't understand generate. Let me go back. Generate a picture of a music box. Let's see what it does. I think this is what Star is talking about. Kind of. So it's creating the image here. And there's what it gave me right here. That's kind of cool, isn't it? It's an antique one. So, Star, you have led us down an area where I don't think very many of us go. So, Star is telling me that YouTube, or telling us that YouTube has AI. You just have to kind of, there's probably other ways to get into it too. Let's go back to my stream. I'm doing 3 different trails here. What time is it? It's 9, almost 10 o'clock. So, I get so frustrated with it. Come on, give me my chat. I wish that I'd get my chat back when I first come in. There it is. I've used Gemini AI, just Google Gemini. No need to go through YouTube. Well, it depends. It kind of depends on your workflow and what you're comfortable with. I like Chatbot. I like him a lot. I call him Arnie from our member stream. And get out of this. YouTube AI has inspiration in YouTube Studio and sparks your next great idea. It makes photos for you to use. Yeah, now I have played around with the inspiration tab. And yeah, I like it. I think they're doing some creative things. I wish that they wouldn't have created so much havoc in the shorts. They took away. I was telling Arnie that it feels like what they did was break into my studio and steal all my paintbrushes and pencils and drawing paper and left me with some old markers. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, they took a lot of creative control out of our hands. You still have control. You can still do your shorts, but it's a lot different. The Create Image used to give us choices of 4 pictures before, and they took that completely away. I have to prompt it, and hopefully my prompt gives me what I want, or I have to run the prompt over again with changes. So YouTube's chat box is called Ask Studio, and Studio can make photos after it told me it would not make photos. Yeah. That sounds like something YouTube would do. So, not where Meri was trail. Yeah, Studio itself is an area, a content area in YouTube, like if you're running a channel, you have your channel where I'm at now, but you also have an app, or you can get into it on your browser, called YouTube Studio. And that's where they tell you how many views you have, what videos are public, what videos are rejected, what one have, if you have any copyright strikes, more personal information. They tell you if you're monetized, where you are with the monetization. A lot of more. It's a workspace for the content creators. And what Star is describing is a workspace to where, as studio, it's giving you ideas to create for, if you want to create another, and you're kind of at a point where you don't know what to do. It gives you ideas and even creates images, apparently. I never knew that YouTube had a chat bot, but just where I went there from the description box where you summarize that video, and then I did hit Gemini and ask it to create a picture of a music box, and it did it pretty good, I have to say. Now let's see, am I getting any more information about my story? I think we left off, oh wait, here. Okay, so it's like a little star next to like, we're on AI stuff here. I wanted to get back to the story. A boy and a girl. I don't think mobile has the chat box, but laptop does. No, mobile has it. I have to go into a browser to get to the inspiration tab. I don't think I can get to the browser on the Studio app on mobile, but you can go into a browser on your phone and get to the inspiration tab. I've gone there several times. All right. Yes. Trail is Light Star. She changed her name. Yes. She does that for her own reasons. She says, yes, okay, I changed my name. Yeah. Trail is saying, what I have learned is the new software can be a bit stubborn when it's first learning and rolling out. So we have to keep talking to it and asking for what we want. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so it's close to 10 o'clock. I don't want to, and I know my printer's still printing the stickers, but here's what we got on this story, and I'm not disappointed with it, but we were brainstorming, sort of brainstorming, not a formal brainstorm session. We were talking about this music box and who it belonged to, how did they get it, and Joyce gave the best little story here. We played the tune, and Brenda and Karen Kay said it was an Irish lullaby, and Brenda was singing it. So, and Joyce said, when she said who owned it, she said it was an adult lady who was married, and they got it as a gift from their husband on the birth of their first child, who were twins, and a girl and a boy. And we played the music. It was an Irish lullaby, and we determined that it was that it was created in 1950. We think it was we don't think it's an antique, just talking to chatbot about it. And I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I'm not going to do it online, But I would take this and say, what's magic about this? Use our imaginations and say, maybe the little girl and boy want to hear the tunes one day, and so they pull it down from the shelf when they weren't supposed to, and they wind it up and they play a tune, and something magic happens. So see, you can take your imagination, but we got and go to create stories from it. But we got the bones of it, and I'm happy with the bones. Allie K and Trail are talking about techie things here. Chaz says, Allie, yes, I should do that, but I got annoyed when it wouldn't allow a something smiley. What was that? You can change your handle. Oh, they wouldn't allow a smiley in your... They quit the emojis in the names because of the spammers. That's why they did that, Chaz. We had a terrible problem with spammers doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And they would put all kind of emojis in the you can still put emojis in your title, but in their names, and it was horrible. I do give YouTube a lot of credit for getting rid of those. I mean, you have occasional spammers, but it was really bad a couple years ago. And a lot of content creators made people sign up as a subscriber and be a subscriber for 5 minutes before they could chat. And we can no longer put in links unless you're a mod. It used to be that anybody could put in a link. And a lot of the content creators made everybody be subscribers before you could join the chat. But I didn't do that because I feel like non-subscribers and subscribers are welcome in my chats as long as they don't cause trouble. Allie K says, I know, those trolls were awful a while back. Yes. Mary, I wasn't aware of that. Yeah, maybe you weren't around then. It was a couple years ago. Well, I don't want to go too much longer. I don't know if Juju's on right now. Let's see. I see a video. Is that Juju? A couponing girl. Oh, Trail Star has got a video. Adventure with Purpose. Keep your gaming streak up to 65% off on Amazon. Only got a couple hours left of Amazon Prime. I like this Bobby Parrish too. He does a lot of what olive oil to buy at Costco. He does a lot of product reviews. Baby store. Whoops. I cleared my notifications accidentally. Pink Girlie commented on Jersey's post and Instagram. But what I'm saying is Juju might be on in a bit, or she might be on now. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I want to thank you guys for spending a Friday night with me. I had a lot of fun with this. I learned a lot about my music box. And once the stickers print, I will either post them or show you how they turned out. I don't know if they're going to turn out black and white or if I'll get that gold tone to them. So I got out of my chat. You all have a great weekend. I will be on Sunday night, and I will probably be working on 4th of July things because it's around the corner. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.